Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this AxisVM training course, and this is part 3 of the same topic regarding the static analysis results, where we will see a couple of more different components to check results. So in this particular video, I've opened another model. We've created a couple of analyses here, both linear and non-linear. So the idea it is to talk about, for example, and to start, truss beam and rib element strains, which it is checked with non-linear analysis. So again, this has a very strong theoretical component where you can read more about all of these topics, but briefly to show you that when we open the results, for example, we have the strains here and a couple of more components that they were not available in the previous video. So for example, these surface strains where we can check several components of these strains, so in terms of surfaces, but we have also beam strains where we can check this kind of results. So there are a lot of different things to check about it. Again, please check the theoretical side. There are much more details about all of these things. One other possibility is to check all of this in terms of the table browser. You know this already, where we have the results in table format. For example, in terms of the stresses, also we have all of these truss stresses, beam stresses, and surface stresses. So all of these things are around here. You can check them to help analyze what you've calculated. We have also things around this side. So for example, this kind of display. So this is a very a more complex model, so it's we should refine the analysis. I'm doing this globally speaking, so it's not so immediately clear as on a more simple model. But anyway, we have different possibilities to check this analysis. So besides these things, we have, as you can see, also intensity variations. There are many different interesting details. There are, I will take this out, I will open again the table browser. There are also a couple of interesting things, and I can highlight one, which is this topic here, unbalanced loads. These results of the external loads in the global coordinate system, and it is calculated for each load case. I'm using one of the load cases, but we could have other. But these unbalanced loads for each load does not appear on the supports. So if there are non-zero unbalanced loads components, and this usually means that a part of the external loads are supported by constrained degrees of freedom and not the supports. So it is important to check if you have for each load case what you have, because they will have influence in the results that you want to obtain. I hope that even briefly that this video also helps a little to at least call your attention for some of the topics and some of the possibilities about checking results. As usual, if you need any help, any clarification about these things, let us know. We will give you all the explanations and all the necessary support you may need about these or other topics that you might have.